Yeah, man. If you have never seen us talk about this or heard about us talk about this on the show, yeah, that Bart Simpson gag was taken from these real life recordings that this guy did, and there's all kind of stories going on. They might not be true. There's all kind of backstories going on about this. A lot of people believe that this dude started calling this bar called the Two Bar, run by a guy named Red, bartender there. A lot of people believe that this whole thing started because this guy Red ripped off his dad or something, and so this guy just started calling the place and messing with this guy.
He was bored and started calling.
That's what I think.
Yeah. He's like, so somebody answered.
Plus, prank calls were a thing for a while.
Yeah. You can't do them no more.
No, you can't.
But this is the 90s, right? Or late 80s?
Late 80s.
Yeah. So you could do it all the time. There was no caller ID. Everybody had a landline.
Yeah, no, you can't do it today. But let me see here. Because this is if you want to hear it, and believe me, if you start listening to it when you got nothing else to do, you'll listen to the whole thing. It's about 35 minutes. Well, of course, we're not going to listen to the whole thing, but this is just a little sampling. And I want to get to like some of the parts where the guy just stopped doing the pranks and just started insulting the guy. But you'll hear how the guy was calling up with those classic Bart Simpson names.
I'm looking for Phil Myers, M-I-Z-A, Myers. Phil Myers.
I'm saying it.
Dude, yo, fill my ass! I gotta get somebody to fill my ass!
That's you little puke face.
Yeah. Someone, fill my ass!
Fucking motherfucker, come over here.
Because he mad at himself for laughing.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
mad
it is.
because now he's starting to remember all the time that he got before.
Well, also the guy called, making the prank call, mad at himself for laughing and giving up the game. So he's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna fuck with him."
No,
now,
that dude ain't mad. That dude's having a great time.
But I'll tell you something else though. That bartender is probably eyeballing everybody who ain't a regular coming in after that. Like, the fuck you on? Like, you motherfucker. Sound like Burgess Meredith from Rocky.
Dildo.
Yo, come on, man. You didn't get that one? Come on,
Come
dude.
on, you know, the guy's got the same voice. He's pulling the same shit, Joe Dildo.
But you know what, though? Think about it. He probably, I'm sure he didn't do this, like, every day. He probably waited a month or something. Or,
I would love it if
I
this...
bet it wasn't a month. I bet just a couple days.
Man, yeah, that's exactly
well,
what I
you know,
think.
this motherfucker ain't gonna,
Yeah, he
plus,
ain't gonna know.
And you don't know how many people calling that bar. do you?
Yeah, and there's people in the bar doing shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Not here. How about you, Bendo?
He could have let him go. He could have just got the phone. He had a phone.
No,
How you bend
he's
over
like,
this scumbag?
he's just not getting it.
He's like, shit, it's too easy.
Listen here, cocksucker. If you come over here, I'll bust your fucking nose.
Motherfucker got fucking 5 cigarettes in his mouth.
Yeah, would have sawed off.
Fuck, wait till I get there. Don't you fucking, wait till I fucking get there.
And a carton of cigarettes in the
Don't you
passenger
fucking
seat.
move.
Yeah, how'd you like to be mutilated, you motherfucker?
Man, they're going to some dark places.
Really? Yeah, well, you ain't gonna warm up to it?
Yeah, this is what happens when they just, it escalates, you know?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, this shit is not, they just talking about, but they're just threatening each other.
Hey, now you're just threatening him.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is really against the law what he's doing here. Okay, I mean, before he was fucking with him. Now you're threatening a man's life.
Yeah, when you don't stop, this is like the show Beef. You know, it's like,
Shit just keeps getting
Keep
Billy,
going.
is it illegal? Because he asked him a question. Would you like to be mutilated?
You know what?
that is true.
My dad could use somebody like you on his team.
You know your friends gave you away. When I'll catch up with you, you motherfucker.
Because there's one where he says, he calls him, it's like, yeah, is my father there? He's like, what? Is my father there? He's like, and he knows, he's like, your father's in your mother's asshole.
No, he's not here, Sonny. Are you sure? No, positive. You can suck my prick. Yeah, come over here.
Oh, Jesus, come on. Change your record, man. God damn.
Come over here, I'll suck your prick. Wait a minute. I mean,
You got me all discombobulated, you motherfucker, you. Come over here, I'm fucking here, I mean.
That's what it did. Come over and I'll suck your prick for you. And then he hangs up. I showed him, didn't I? Everybody at the bar laughing and shit. This stuff is still kind of popular because of The Simpsons. But man, there was a time, there was something that went the equivalent of viral. Even when the internet was out, this thing continued. And I played it for y'all before. It was like a weird, twisted sitcom. It was a gay guy who was roommates. He was a roommate with a homophobe. and they were both old alcoholics, and they would just scream at each other all day.
Yep.
Until their neighbors started recording them because they would call the police all the time and nothing could stop these guys. They said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna record them." And then they recorded them like crazy tapes, man, like a whole library of them, and sold them. And here's a thing, if I play this again, I'll tell you the story again. But here's the funny thing: they would say the most vile things to each other. You remember this?
Oh yeah.
Like they would use all these slurs, these homophobic slurs, and then they would talk about how they were going to kill each other. It got physical sometimes on both ends. One guy was drunk and he's like, "I don't like fucking queers," and the other guy he had enough. He's like, "You keep talking to me like that, little man, I'm gonna put you on the floor." And he's like, "You fucking queers, you ain't gonna do nothing to me." And all of a sudden you heard, "There you are! You're on the floor!
There you are! There you are!
You're on the floor!
You can't say no one's listening. I'm the one that whooped his ass.
You're on the floor, little man!" And so here's the thing, man. This is a crazy story. So their names were Pete and Ray.
I don't know why that
Pete and Ray, yeah, it's like a weird
Right.
Ernie and Bert. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
Yeah, right.
Right, yeah, for real.
So Ray ended up dying. It was only a matter of time because they're both crazy alcoholics. But Ray ended up dying, and the guys that recorded them felt really guilty about making money off of them, and these guys Pete and Ray never knowing. So they went and found Pete, and Pete was even a worse alcoholic, and Pete was coming out. They said, "Hey, listen, we used to be your neighbors. Meet us at this bar. We have something we have to tell you. We want to confess something. We want to help you out." And so this guy agreed to meet him at the bar. It was two guys that recorded them, and they go to this bar. Pete is there, these guys are there, and they say, "Listen, we made these tapes of you guys, and we made money off of it, and there are celebrities that ran with it. Johnny Depp wanted to produce a play. There's a documentary and a movie out there about you guys."
Jesus.
He's like, "And I don't think you really realize that all this happened." And so the guy these two guys that were fighting, he's like, "Oh, yeah, well, Ray is gone." Oh, and he started reminiscing. He's like, "Oh, I miss Ray. I love Ray so much." And nothing was homosexual with their relationship. These guys were just, they hated, they acted like they hate each other, but there was a real love there for each other.
Sure. Well, yeah, because you'd be like, man, for two guys who hate each other, why are they still living together?
Yeah. So here's the real wild part of this. The guys, they said, "Well, yeah, well, we're sorry that Ray died. And we figured you guys must have really had, you must have cared for each other, but you're still alive, and we want to give you some money for this." And the guy said, "I don't know about money. I don't know about all this stuff. I don't even know if this is really true what you're saying. But yeah, how about if I suck your cocks?" And the guys are like,
"Look, man, here's $40. Just go on. Live your life.
And
Pretend this never happened."
And they really continue. They like, "I don't think you understand. Let's think about this. We'll talk about this later. But money, we're trying to give you money, a lot of money for this. I don't know about this, but how about those cocks?" The guy's like, he's just not getting it. It's like,
The guy was like, "Well, I don't really want to pay him anyway."
yeah.
I guess so.
And they just walked away saying, "Well, we tried."
Did they though?